Welcome. Come on in. It's Thursday and it's happy hour. Home happy hour to be exact, so grab a drink and let's get started. Hi everybody, it's Claire Paris with the Paris Group Realty, LLC in Portland, Oregon. And today we're talking about what is a home inspection? What happens in a home inspection? So this is going to be for both you as a buyer and also as a seller, because I think most people are curious about what is that inspector going to do? How many people are going to be in my house? How's this all going to work? So there are several different inspectors depending on the age of your house and what you've got specifically going on. Kind of like doctors. So, you know, if you've got some stomach issues, you might go to a gastroenterologist, or if you've got neurological issues, you're going to go to a neurologist. Same kind of thing with an inspection. So there's your general practitioner, general home inspector. That inspection is usually going to be 3 to 6 hours, depending on the size of the property. That person is going to just kind of poke and prod and look at everything they can see. So they're going to test all your electrical outlets. They're going to turn on all of your faucets and fill up the sink to the absolute brim, and then take the drain out real fast and see if it drains properly. They're going to test your stove. They're going to turn on the oven. They're going to run the washer and dryer. They're going to turn your furnace on, and they're going to turn the air conditioner on. They're going to do all of this stuff and just check on everything. So don't be surprised if you get a 60-page report, even on a new construction home, of a bunch of small things that are wrong. It's really typical because most people don't pay attention, or, you know, that one outlet broke and we just don't use it in the kitchen because we have a bunch of outlets. But there's going to be a million things that come up. Most of it's not going to be an issue. There are like 6 to 8 major systems in a house, and those are the things that I typically pay attention to as, is this a problem? So, you know, a GFCI, which is those reset electrical outlets in your kitchen. We have a video on that if you want to check it out. That broken, it's a $12 fix. It's not a big deal, right? But if the roof needs to be replaced, that's like a $15,000 repair. So when we talk about the home inspection, we're going to talk about what is a big deal and costs a lot of money, and then what are the small minor things that you probably live with and forget about as soon as you move into the home. So that inspector is going to give us all of that information, and then once we have that book, we're going to use that book to find experts to kind of give us an idea of what it's going to cost and how involved it is. So for instance, I'll give you a really clear example that happens all the time in Portland. There is a service chimney typically in the middle of the house. It's not for your fireplace, it's actually to exhaust your furnace. Now, if you or the seller at some point had replaced the furnace with a high efficiency furnace, that chimney is probably not in use. Sometimes your hot water heater would be exhausting to that, but most of the time it's just a vacant space that no one's using for anything. The inspector goes up on the roof, he looks at the chimney and says, oh, that thing's gonna fall down. It's got all of the mortar is totally gone. There's nothing left. You might not have to fix that thing. You might be able to just take it down to the roof. That's a couple $100 to have somebody come and take that thing down to the roof and patch the roof. No big deal. Or on the flip side, oh, the furnace is still ventilating to that. Okay, we have to keep that furnace, and that could be like a $10,000 repair. So it's really going to depend on what you plan to do with the property, how you're going to use it if you're purchasing it, what kind of bids we're going to get, and what direction we're going to go. A few things that don't get covered in the general home inspection are the sewer scope. You got to hire an expert for that. An oil tank scan and testing the oil tank if it's leaking, and radon. So all of those have other videos if you want to go check them out. So we have a radon video, we have a video about oil tanks, so you can check all of that out. There's more information on our YouTube page. But each one of those inspectors costs an additional amount of money. So the general home inspection is going to usually be $500 to $800. You know, if it's a 30,000 square foot house, it's going to be expensive as opposed to a 300 square foot condo. And then the sewer scope's usually about $175. The radon is about $150. And the oil tank scan is typically $150. And then if they find an oil tank, then you have to do soil samples, and that's usually about $400. If you have a swim spa or a hot tub or a swimming pool, those are all outside the normal scope of the general home inspection. And then additionally, if you have anything weird like a passive house or you know, an architecturally designed home that has HRV or things that are specialized, that's going to be a little bit more difficult to get a general home inspection. So we're probably going to be bringing in experts for those as well. I hope I have thoroughly informed you. And of course, it's always a pleasure seeing you on our home happy hour. Tune in next time. Cheers.